Hello, Libra. What's up with you guys? This is your January 2023 mid-month reading. For those of you who would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading, please check the description of this video and read it very carefully. Don't get scammed by any impersonators pretending to be me or any other tarot card readers on YouTube. Sorry, I have to say that at the beginning of every video, but I got to do it, man. All right, let's just jump right into this. Once I find a deck that wants to cooperate with me. Libra mid-month. So I'm starting this off with a quick past, present, future. What's up, y'all? Thank you for tuning in. How you doing? Thank you, thank you. There we go. Okay, quick past, present, future. I want like this one right here to be focused mostly on what's coming in. But I'm going to cover everything that I can think to cover here. Knight of Pentacles reversed. So, quick past, present, future for Libra. Coming out of that retrograde this week. I can't wait. This one was a rough one. And I think it was because it was like coupled with a couple of other retrogrades. Something, but man, this one kicked me in the ass. Okay. Okay. So it kind of looks to me like in the past, you may have connected with somebody when either you or they were in a very vulnerable place. With this 9 and 10 of swords here in the past, kind of feels like your energy. I'm not going to lie. Some of you could have been dealing with another air sign, possibly. This feels like you, though. This feels like you. Were you going through something rough, or were you just at a low place, or were you fresh out of a breakup? Something like that. Something where you were at a very vulnerable place and some of you got taken advantage of. Yeah. Some of you got taken advantage of in the past by somebody who wasn't being 100% honest with their intentions. And obviously, with this Tower energy showing here, it came to an end, didn't it? Came to an end because you never really truly knew this person as well as you thought you did. Now I see you making a very strong, concerted effort to try to forget about this. Let's see. Let's see what's coming up in the present moment. Ooh, in the present moment, it's looking like you're connecting with somebody new. Here's my favorite part, though. Emotional independence. Beautiful. You're still connecting with somebody new, though. You're not really opening up and expressing as much emotion as you did in the past, though. Are you protecting yourself? Trying to play it safe? I am seeing new communication here in the present moment, though. As far as this past energy, I'll look at that here in a minute. Let's see what's coming in. Okay. So whoever this is you're connecting with currently or here very recently, I feel like both of you are a little bit closed off. This person has an inferiority complex. Could be an Aries for some of you. And it kind of throws you off a little bit. Kind of throwing you off a little bit. Now, the funny thing about this energy is it manifests itself in many different ways. Well, there's typically two very extreme ways that this insecurity energy manifests itself. For some people, like a very insecure person has their head down, tail between their legs, they're real quiet. The other side of this coin is they may try to overcompensate by being very cocky and arrogant and having a chip on their shoulder. But whatever it is, it kind of throws you off a little bit because you're not quite sure what's going on with this person. Okay. Well, first, let's take a look at the past person real quick for those of you who are interested in the past. I want to kind of run through this real quick here. Well, let's look at the past person's energy. I want to see what kind of person they are and how they feel about you. So they feel like they wasted their time. Maybe whatever game they were trying to play didn't work on you, so they feel like it was a waste of time. But I mean, at the end of the day, if you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. At the end of the day, I don't know what's in some people's heads where they think they can just go around playing games and blowing smoke up people's asses. And what do you think is going to happen? Like anybody out there playing games knowingly, like what do you think is going to happen? What's going on in your delusional mind where you think you can just play games, lie, put up a front, and what do you think that you're just going to fool somebody forever and that's never going to catch up to you? Come on, man. Quit dreaming. It will always come back to haunt you sooner or later. Yeah, it still bothers them a little. I think it bothers them more than they want to let on. They might feel kind of stupid, honestly. But see, if you peep in and check in on them, it may not look like they really give a shit. It might not. They're putting on this front like they don't care. Maybe they're putting on this front like they got this good life. Everything's going good. They're doing good. But in actuality, they're still holding on to this. It bothers them more than they're letting on. Okay. I didn't go very deep, did it? I like it to go a little bit deeper than that usually. Let's see. Are they planning to take any kind of action towards you? Is this person from the past planning on taking any kind of action towards Libra, High Priestess? Doesn't look like it, man. It looks kind of like they're planning to keep this to themselves, honestly. Could be a Cancer for some of you. Now, they're just pretty much ignoring this, trying to pretend that it never happened. They know that it was a toxic connection. I think they're refusing to look at themselves. They're pretty much playing the victim, like you're the bad one. Nah, it doesn't look like it. It looks to me like they are off to a fresh new start, and they think that if they just run from this problem, ignore it, pretend that it never happened, then it'll just magically go away, Let's get some advice. What's the advice for Libra and the past person? Judgment. So you need to understand that this was divine intervention. Now, that just because a connection was meant to come to an end doesn't mean that it never served a purpose. If you think about your average human from birth to death, how many people come in and out of that person's life? Now, when you think about how many people come in and out of the average person's life throughout their entire lifespan, how many do you think were supposed to be there permanently? Very few. Very few. Just because this was meant to come to an end does not mean that it served no purpose. It served a very important purpose. Reflecting on what that purpose was is within that lies the key to your healing. Yeah, that's what I think. Yup, that's what you need to do. First, okay, so there's 3 stages to healing, okay? Acceptance, understanding, and gratitude. Those are the 3 stages of true healing. Acceptance, okay, it is what it is. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. It's out of my control. So obviously the universe wants it to be this way. Understanding. You know what? I'm kind of starting to understand why that was meant to happen that way. I've learned X, Y, Z. If that hadn't happened, I wouldn't have learned this lesson. And if I hadn't learned this lesson, I wouldn't be able to function. Like you're able to look back and you're able to understand how much wisdom you can extract from it. I'm starting to understand the meaning of that connection and why that was meant to happen. And then step 3 is gratitude. I'm actually so glad that happened that way. I wouldn't go back and change it even if I had the ability. The minute you are expressing gratitude, healing is complete. Now, that's a real quick, short, sweet, simple version of it. This can be a very long, drawn out process that can last anywhere upwards of a year and a half, 2 years. But acceptance. Okay. All right. Let's look at the next person coming in. Let's look at the next person coming in. Let's take a look and see how it looks. Next person coming in. Oh, there it is. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Might start out as a hookup for some of you. All right, last one. Okay. Ooh, shit. I'm kind of feeling like you're being put through a test. I feel like you're being put through a test. This happens very frequently. This is not uncommon at all. Especially when it's time for you to level up. I know some of you have heard me talk about this several times before, but when it's time for you to level up, you will be tested. 98% of the time, the universe is going to put you through a test to prove that you're ready to level up. Universe going to bring you somebody who doesn't really have the best of intentions. Not really. Not really. This person could possibly be trying to get your attention with material things, just basically looking for a hookup. Looks to me, though, like you're seeing straight through it. It doesn't look to me like you're going to let it slide. Oh, man. Okay. Well, you might be passing this test. By the way, let's see. I got Leo, Aquarius, and Capricorn, and Cancer. Let's dig their intentions up a little bit deeper. See what kind of person they are deep down. See what's going on with them. Why are they acting like this? Page of Cups. Ah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. So deep down, they want something real. They do want something true, genuine, and pure, but they're afraid of abandonment. I feel like they were abandoned in the past or ghosted or something bad happened in the past, and now they scared. 5 of Wands. Yeah. And the 7 of Wands. So I obviously, most people don't just wake up one day randomly for no apparent fucking reason and decide to be a fucking shithead. Most people don't. You know, everything's going good in their life. They have no problems, no issues going on, and they just wake up and say, you know what? I'm bored. I think I'm going to go fuck somebody over today. Just for the hell of it. Not usually. Usually people who go around playing games like that are hurt. They're hurt very badly. And that's what I think is happening with this person. Doesn't make it right. I'm not saying it makes it right. It's not an excuse. There's a difference between an excuse and a reason. Okay? An excuse means you're trying to justify it and make it okay. A reason is just a stone cold solid fact, whether you like it or not. There's a reason for everything. Does it make it okay? No. Doesn't make it okay, but that doesn't change the fucking truth. Just because it's not okay doesn't mean it's not true, you know? So, okay, let's take a look at this outcome here. What's the outcome looking like? Okay, yeah, you're putting a stop to this almost immediately. You already know. You've been there before. You've been there before. You've heard that lie. You've smelled that bullshit before, haven't you? Yeah, see. Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, both reversed. I would say, arguably, the Page and the Knight of Wands are two of the most immature people in the entire tarot. Reversed. Yeah, I don't think you're playing that game. Nah, you ain't doing it. Now, I feel like there's a couple of different groups of you. Some of you aren't even going to entertain this. Like somebody pops up in your DMs, hey, sexy, or something stupid like that, and immediately bullshit detected, bullshit detected, bullshit detected, bullshit detected. You're just going to delete it, not even go there. Some of you, though, are going to tell this person what time it is. Some of you are going to tell this person what time it is. Yeah, see? Page of Swords, Seven of Wands. Okay. Now let's get the advice then. Let's get the advice. Ace of Swords reversed. It'd be best to just not even entertain it. I mean, I get it. I get pissed off too when people try to play games with me. I get mad too. But one of the things that I've learned on my journey is that it's best to just not even agree. Don't even exchange energy with them. Yeah, it's best all the way around. Somebody's just trying to get a reaction out of you. And my career has taught me that more than anything. Oh, trust me. You do something like this for a living, you will be tested on that right there, big time. But just in general, I've learned on my journey that it's best to not even exchange energy with them. Don't go back and forth with them. Don't agree to that vibration, unless you just want to stay trapped, which that's cool. If you enjoy that vibrational state and you enjoy that type of energy, then go ahead and exchange energy with them and fight with them and argue with them and tell them to fuck off and whatnot. But if you ain't got no time for that low frequency bullshit, just don't even exchange. Don't even entertain it. Ten of Swords. Four of Swords versus Judgment again. Oh, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. I already knew it. I didn't want to say it before the cards hit the table, but with the Devil card reversed, okay, if you avoid this person and pass this test, Ace of Wands, Knight of Cups. Somebody even newer than that will come in because, like I said, this is a test. This is a test. So right now, you're vibrating here at this frequency. Okay. Your goal is to get up to this frequency. So the universe is like, okay, so you learned your lesson back there? Did you really? I mean, you can say you did. You can talk about it. But can you show me that you learned your lesson? Universe will send you somebody on this frequency again. So if you want to experience something different, you have to do something different. So you leap over that, you ascend up to the next vibration, and the next person that comes in is unlike anybody that you've ever dealt with before because now you're tuned into a new vibrational state. This makes sense? Tuned into a new frequency. And more than likely, here's the funny thing about the evolutionary journey. Once you move so far away from a certain frequency, the types of people that you used to interact with disappear off the face of the earth. They disappear. Completely disappear. I remember back in my rock bottom days, man. Everywhere I went, it didn't matter where I went. I always attracted the drug addicts. I could get off a bus into a random city and just walk around. Drug addicts would always find their way towards me. They would always gravitate towards me. Now, do drug addicts even exist? I haven't seen one in years. In my reality, they don't even exist. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the evolutionary journey is like. Seriously, it is. All right, now let's look at the current person. If you are not experiencing any issues, challenges, or problems with your current person, this is not for you. If you have a current person and your love life is great, you shouldn't even be watching me, to be honest with you. All right, let's look at the energy. Let's take a look at the energy here. Let's see what's going on, man. No, that deck said no. It's about time for me to trade all these decks out, man. I think that's what I'm going to have to do coming out of retrograde season. It's time for a whole fucking deck swap on the table here. All right. Can never go wrong with this one, though. I swear. I don't care who you are. Can never. When in doubt, grab this one. All right. Let's look at the current person. Current person. Let's see what the issue is. What's going on? What's going wrong? Ace of Cups. What's that mean? Is there somebody else you have your eye on? Are some of y'all thinking about stepping outside of the relationship? Oh, man. One of you is thinking about leaving this relationship for somebody else, is what I'm feeling like. That's what it feels like to me. Damn, right into the drama, too. Holy shit. Holy shit. You're thinking about it, aren't you? Just thinking about it. Some of you already have somebody in mind. But even if you don't have somebody in mind, I still kind of feel like you're thinking, you know, the grass has got to be fucking greener somewhere else. You know? Death card. Tower card. Blom, blom, blom. Wow. That's all it's telling me. It's not telling me why. Well, some of you may have busted this person in a lie. Maybe you just don't trust them. You know, you just don't like just a huge, let's just, to put a blanket over this right here, there is just an enormous lack of trust between the two of you. And I know that you hear this all the time, but if you ain't got trust, you ain't got no relationship. No, trust has to be there, dude. Trust has to be there. Period. That trust. And the funny thing about it is, from what I've noticed, especially in my line of work, you know how many people out there have never actually met somebody that they can genuinely trust? So they don't even know what it feels like. They don't even know what it feels like to actually be able to trust someone. So most people come together. There's those weird feelings of, you know, doubt and whatnot. And they just think that's normal. It's not normal. When you're dealing with somebody you can actually trust, you know it. I don't know how to explain it. When they say they're going somewhere, you know without a shred of doubt in your mind, they are exactly where they said they were going. When you see them sitting in the corner by themselves, typing on their phone, you know for a fact that they're not talking to somebody they shouldn't be. You know that you could pick up their phone at any given time and go through it anytime you want. I remember a couple of months ago, my wife got a new phone and she goes, and she has a lock on it, a passcode, and I always forget what it is. And she always has to tell me if I need to use her phone. She said, here, put your face in this thing, put your facial recognition in my phone so that you can open it. I'm like, what? She goes, I'm sick of telling you my passcode because you always forget it. So here, put your face on the facial recognition too, so that you can open it anytime you want. And I was like, dude, that's trust right there. That level of trust. You know what I'm saying? That type of trust is abnormal. And most people don't even know what it feels like. And I just feel like there has been the most, well, I feel like it's been growing for a while, honestly, between the two of you. But now, let's just see this person's feelings and intentions. Let's see. Let's see their intentions, their feelings, their energy. Let's just see what kind of person they are. Let's see. Oh, 5 of Swords. Not the greatest energy when it comes to trust. This is like the sister to the 7 of Swords. It's not the most trustworthy energy in the tarot. It's not. So basically, obviously, we all know the 7 of Swords is the liar, the cheater, the thief. Okay. But the five of Swords, the first thing that I see when I see this card, the first thing I think of is defeat at all cost. Meaning, I'm going to get what I want, and I don't care what I have to do to get it. I'll play dirty. I'll fuck you over. I'll steal from you. I'll lie to you. I'll cheat you. I'll throw you under the bus. Doesn't matter. I will do whatever it takes and stop at nothing to get what I want. I don't care how dirty I have to play. That's the 5 of Swords. I don't like that energy. So yeah, you may, for those of you who really feel like you can't trust this person, you probably can't. You probably can. I don't think this person is 100% committed to this. Yeah. They do feel a karmic tie with you, though. I do feel like this person knows deep, deep down that the two of you are karmically tied. And you are. And you are. And no, the two of you have not completed your karmic contract. And they know this too. They know this too. Okay. All right. Well, first of all, let's just look at the outcome. Outcome. Six of Pentacles. Somebody's going to try to work this out. There it is again. There it is again. Now there's that 7 of Swords. I feel like you're still trying to work this out, though, for a temporary period of time. I feel like there will be one last attempt to work this out. And I think it's going to be a failed attempt, though. I think it's going to be a failed attempt. You will eventually, at some point, be moving on from this. Eventually. Either sooner or later. Eventually, you're going to end up moving on from this. Okay. I don't know if that's happening in January, though. I do think that it will be before winter time is up, though. More than likely. For those of you who resonate with this, it's more than likely before springtime hits, you will more than likely be moving on from this. Let's at least look at the advice to see if that's the best choice. Is that the best choice? Does this even have a chance? Seven of Pentacles. Well, the first thing you got to do is ask yourself, is it even worth it? Like, and I know this sounds silly when I say this, but seriously, this is a good way to go inside and test. You ask yourself, imagine you could rub a magic lamp and a genie could pop out and grant you a wish. And you could say, I want my relationship to be perfect and go back to normal and be happy and successful. Would you even be interested in asking a genie to grant that wish for you? Like, even if you had the ability to flip a switch and make this work out perfectly, would you even want that? That's the first question that you have to go in and ask yourself. Because I know there's some of you that are just so fucking done with it. It's like, no, not really. Not really. Even if I could flip a damn switch and make it work out, I wouldn't even be interested in that. I'm done with it, you know? In that case, time to go. Time to go. Sun card reverse. No matter who you are, do not expect any relationship to be your only source of happiness. Okay. For those of you who are interested in working this out, we have got to get to the bottom of this trust issue. That's the thing. This is the tricky, slippery part. So if the person that you're dealing with is not the most genuine, honest person, would it be possible for them to open up and be 100% genuine and honest without ruining it? That's the catch-22. That's the paradox. That's the double-edged sword. That's the tricky part. So if you got somebody that's being dishonest and whatnot, well, got to work through that. And the only way we can work through that is if they open up and start being honest about the things they were being dishonest about. And then when they do that, are you going to be able to work through it? Because then as soon as somebody opens up and you start finding out what somebody's lying to you about, man, you get pissed off, don't you? You get pissed, man. That's going to burn you so fucking bad. Are you going to be able to work through that? You're going to be able to forgive and forget. You're going to be able to rebuild trust. That's the question. That's the question. Just meditate on these things. I would spend the next month meditating on that before you make any type of solid decision as to whether or not you're going to stay or go. Okay. That's something to think about. It goes deep. It goes very, very deep. And it's much more complicated than just simply flipping a switch and, oh, I trust you again. It's much more to it than that. All right. All righty. I feel like those were the messages that my Libra friends needed to hear. So I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all again for tuning in and playing along. I greatly appreciate all of the love, support, and positive feedback you guys keep showing me every time I get on here and do this. Makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to check the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.